Hi, this is Eric Escoto. This is my identification. This is my audience. Alrighty. So I want to start off with a quote by Jesus Christ because he encompasses the person, experience, and book that has influenced me the greatest and most in my life. And he says, "For what is a man profited if he gains the whole world but loses his own soul?" When I was about 12 to 13 years old, I had a deep curiosity in myself to read the Bible for myself and see what it was all about. After all, it is the foundational text that we have, that we know of, and our culture is influenced by. So I began reading it, and the more I read it, the bigger the hunger inside of me to learn more about it and to learn more about Jesus Christ. In it, I heard stuff like, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And stuff like, knock and it shall be opened, seek and you shall find. And as I did these things, I followed them diligently. I prayed and I asked for the things that I wanted, for the struggles that I was undergoing, and wanted aid and help in these kind of things. And the more I prayed, the more I searched, the more I was filled with something indescribable that I can't necessarily put into words, but I can try, and many people have. I began going to school, and the entire world before me and all my experiences, a 13, 12-year-old, began to change. Everything heightened. Everyone was beautiful in my eyes, no matter their deficiencies or deformities or lack or anything, and also their positive aspects. It all became acceptable into my eyes and lovely and beautiful and magnificent. And I began to wish everybody well and feel an energy and a surgence and an elevation in my soul and in my spirit. And that's when I learned the words of Christ that said, "What should it profit a man if he gains everything but loses his own soul?" So I realized that the soul was the primary priority of life, the health and wellness of the soul. In that health and wellness, I was later on, as I grew up in my life, I found Dostoevsky. Fyodor Dostoevsky was a Russian writer, and he created a novel called Crime and Punishment, in which he explores similar topics as Jesus Christ did in the same vein. And there's a student who is poor, but he begins to reject traditional morality and says, what if I just took morality into my own hands, forgot about it, took my destiny into my own hands? So he becomes an axe murderer, and lo and behold, he thinks that everything will be lovely. He will get the money from the person that he murdered and change his fate and become high in status, rich, able to help himself and kind of like rule the world and forge his own destiny. Lo and behold, he finds himself in a hell of his own making. In this hell, he realizes the impoverishment of his soul. J.D. Salinger as well explores these themes in The Catcher in the Rye. In The Catcher in the Rye, he speaks about Holden Caulfield, who has PTSD, who has lost his brother, and has trouble incorporating into society. What I experienced through this, or what I want to do, what I found very challenging, but at the same time influential, is I want to create a work that is similar to this, that taps into the nature of reality, that shows people truth and the primacy of the health and wellness of the soul in life, in my own way, of course. And this takes a lot of creativity. And I want to be able to explore that, to do that, and to give that out into the world to the best of my ability.